Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to give a CRO price. I want to talk about Cryptocom and give a prediction about where I think we're going to be headed with the overall markets. Guys, we are at 6,220 subscribers. Once we reach 10,000 subscribers, we are giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, guys. So subscribe now. Also, 25,000 subscribers, we are giving away a loaded line NFT. All you got to do is subscribe and retweet this tweet. And if you're a YouTube member, you get plus 10 entries. Let's hop into this video. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin heat map right now, and today we are getting a little bit of a bounce, which is pretty awesome to see moving into the new year. You know, I'm actually seeing a lot of bounces over on the meme coins, and if you're in Solana at all, you'll know what I'm talking about. But in speaking of Solana, we are up a significant amount here. We are up 13% on the day, which is pretty crazy. There was lots of people calling for $3, $5 price target, but you know, we bounced off of the 875, I believe, and now we are at $11.15. Pretty crazy, guys. Pretty crazy, guys. But you know, ideally, what I want to be looking at is just kind of how the overall market sentiment is right now. And you know, guys, talk about bear market. We are definitely in the stage, in my opinion, where you know, the people that left have left, and we are just in the builders are the ones that are left standing right now, and it's really crazy. If you're paying attention on crypto Twitter at all the things that are being created right now is really, really fascinating, and you should keep a close eye on it in different spaces like the Cronos space, the Solana space, all these different ecosystems. There's a lot of crazy DeFi getting built, lots of really cool NFT projects. It's just really interesting. Right now, there are lots and lots of opportunities, but now let's talk about Crypto.com. So, guys, this channel I've been talking about for the past, I don't even know, 2 months. The 10-cent range and the 5.5-cent range. We are trading in between this channel, guys. We bounced off of the support here, and we came down, and we're going to bounce back up. I'm pretty confident we're going to bounce back up as long as the market open tomorrow is not bearish. I think we're going to have a nice run to the start of the new year. I don't know. Like I said in my previous video, you know, the Federal Reserve is in a very, very tricky spot here. I really think they need to have some more dovish talk, and I think that that's going to be what you're going to see leading into quarter 1, maybe quarter 2. But starting off the year, if they come out heavy-handed and are really bearish, that's going to really put a negative market sentiment out there, and people will just be thinking, oh man, I don't know if I can do another year of this. And you know, I'm pretty sure that the Federal Reserve is conscious of that, and we'll have to wait and see. But I do like this bouncing. I would like to see the bounce. And you know, guys, if you've been watching my videos, I don't want to see the grind and breakdown. And, you know, the more we touch this line, the more likely we are going to break down below it. We need to create some distance above it. But we're going to have to wait and see. Now, let's look over at Bitcoin because it's important to look at Bitcoin when I want to come out with a CRO price prediction because Bitcoin is the tide that raises all the boats. Guys, so I measured the other day about where we are going. Let me get this out. Where we are going from the bottom of the 2017 to 2018 bottom cycle, I measured from if we were to be bottomed right now. And I really do believe we are bottomed out. I mean, could we get a wick down to the 14K, 12K range? Sure, but I think that it would take a really catastrophic event. But if I were to measure this out here from the bottom to the top, from the 2017 to the last bull cycle, and I were to take that measurement to say if we bottom out right now, we come out to about 165,000, maybe 180,000, give or take, from where we are right now, which is it's a huge move, guys. And, you know, I've been saying, look at this price move right here. This is about a 50%, or excuse me, about a 100% price move. So it would take us from about 16K to almost about 40K price move from the bottom. And that is basically right here that happened the previous cycle. It was all because of the Bitcoin halving hype. And we bottomed out, and then people started talking about Bitcoin halving, and we just got this huge rally. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something very similar to this. Just like even back in 2015 it had this. But, you know, back in 2015, Bitcoin was not really nearly, obviously, to the scale that it is now. People didn't even know it existed. And People know Bitcoin exists now, but it's whether or not people are going to invest in Bitcoin or not. But, the Bitcoin halving hype will happen and we'll get a rally to the upside. My target conservatively here is about $150,000 Bitcoin. But, I will be more conservative and say that I think we'll probably get to about 100 to 120K. 80K would be my lowest price prediction on Bitcoin. 80K. I know that sounds super, super conservative because, the math is in Bitcoin, it's baked in, and it would be very, very strange if we only reached $80,000 Bitcoin. It kind of would break the entire stock to flow model over on Bitcoin. So that's something to think about. But I will say that 80K Bitcoin, I think, is a minimum where we will hit in the next bull market cycle. So what does that mean for CRO? What does that mean for Crypto.com? Well, let's measure this. So from the bottom up to the top, that's about a 9x, guys. A 9x from where we are right now, which is pretty crazy. Let's just call it a 10x to make it easy. Easy math. A 10x from 16K brings us to 160,000. Okay. So now let's look at CRO coin. All right. If we have a 10x on Bitcoin, you think we're going to have a 10x on CRO? Obviously. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. We'll easily get to 50 cents. But that's not how it works. With these altcoins, they have a smaller market cap. When Bitcoin goes up and all the money starts flowing in, it trickles down into the altcoins. Guys, I really do believe that for every 1x we get on Bitcoin, I really see that we could get between a 5 and a I would like to say I'll be conservative. Let's just call it 2x. So let's call it 20x on CROcoin because that's super conservative. If Bitcoin 10x's, CROcoin will 20x. Okay, where does that bring us, guys? Where does that bring us? We are at 5 cents right now. Well, a 10x 57 cents. A 20x about $1.14. Okay, that's super conservative. Super conservative, guys. But I would rather focus on the conservative side because when we go to the upside, past the conservative side, everyone is super euphoric and it's a great time. But if you overshoot the estimate and you say, oh, we're going to go to 1 million, sure, that might sound nice, but think about all the people that are going to get burned on the way. So it's important to think about that. It's important to think about the people that you don't want to. You want to be conservative because that's when you should be start taking profit. That doesn't mean you take all your profit out, but that's when you start making a little bit, take a little bit off the table, a little bit off the table, a little bit off the table, and then wait until the next bear market. Because guys, if you're new to crypto, well, now you know there will always be another bear market, and there will always be a bull market as well. I'll go out on a limb and say that because I really do believe that is the fact, especially like this technology. Until this technology gets replaced, that's going to be the way it's going to be. And so let's look over the S&P 500 a little bit because right now, I was saying about how the Federal Reserve is in a very tricky spot. And if they were to come out hawkish and heavy-handed leading into this new year, I really think we're going to get smacked down to this. And if we don't hold this right here, that is a very big problem for risk-on assets. And risk-on assets being Bitcoin and the altcoins, CROcoin, and it's just something we need to really pay a close attention to because if this dips down, guys, it's going to bring the entire market down with it. But like I said, I don't see that happening. I don't see the Federal Reserve coming out super hawkish. And if we do touch this trend line right here, that's okay. I just don't want to see anything like this. If we come down through here, that's when I get a little worried because then the next spot is probably testing the pandemic dump on the S&P 500. And if we come down that low, well, then we're going to be talking 2008 financial crisis levels, and then we're talking about what was the economy like in 2008. And well, if we get there, we'll talk about that. But I don't want to be ridiculously bearish. It's just something that's important to think about, guys. All right, so guys, if you stuck around this far, please consider liking and subscribing, guys. We're giving away this loaded lion. If you want plus 10 free entries to win this loaded lion, each month you get an additional 10 entries if you become a YouTube member. All you have to do is click join right here or in the description box below. You get lots of different loyalty badges next to your name in our live streams every 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday, Thursday. You get these emojis that are pretty cool. We have different tiers that offer different things. We also have a private Discord in the works that should be finished in very, very shortly. I don't want to tell you when I think it's going to be finished, but very, very shortly. And on top of that, in that private Discord, I'll be giving away my trade signals, some NFT alpha, and you get a little bit one-on-one time with Crypto Kip and I, and you'll be able to ask us questions, and we'll be really active in there. So keep that in mind, guys. Well, if you stuck around this far, please like and subscribe, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye.